All right, guys, welcome to the very first analysis video. I'm going to analyze my own footage for these. Shout out to Otz for the inspiration on the analysis videos. We're going to start off real quick by looking at the perks. We're going to be using Spirit Fury and Hex Haunted Grounds. Those are both perks that you can get just by playing Spirit herself. And then we have Sloppy Butcher, and we have Bitter Murmur. And then, you know, those as well are general killer perks. Not a big deal to get all this. So this isn't like a crazy souped up build. At this point in time, I am rank 13 in this match killer. So we'll see what happens. Of course, we're going to start with the early generator patrol here, which is kind of what you should do. There's no traps to prepare or anything like that. But pretty early on, we immediately see this Nia that was clearly sprinting for some duration of time beforehand, which is pretty much an early survivor mistake. She's just sprinting around, and then she sees me, and she's like, oh no. We see scratch marks up ahead on the tree. Someone else is around us, but we're going to keep doubling down on this. Yep, somebody was working on the totem. They're running off. And I whiffed the original hit. I wasn't going to respect the pallet. I thought she was going to stop, and maybe I'd get a hit on her before she dropped it, but she just kept going. She called my bluff. I think one of my biggest weaknesses with Spirit is completely overestimating how far I can lunge, because she does have a pretty insane lunge. But in this particular case, she called my bluff. But I'm looking to see if that Fang Min is somewhere around here. If Fang is around here, then we'll see it. But doesn't look like she's hiding behind the generator or anything like that. So we're just going to move forward. We don't want to camp. And unfortunately, during this match, even not camping, just moving away, this person decided they basically wanted to quit out. Now, Bitter Murmur's telling us where these two are, and we're just going to go and go for them. We're not even going to look to see where the third is. Now, we can hear Bill. There he goes. The thing a lot of people don't realize about Spirit is I can't, you know, when Spirit's walking, she can't, or when Spirit's, you know, teleporting, she can't see people, but she can see the scratch marks. So people that continue to sprint while she's in her Spirit form and phase walking blows my mind. I misunderestimated. Again, my lunge is not something I'm the best at estimating right now, but we're not going to make that same mistake twice. We're going to keep moving forward. He's going to panic, and we're going to get the hit. Easy clap. Got him down. And we're going to go and hook him. He hasn't been hooked yet, so there's no reason to let up or, you know, have too much mercy right now. Yeah, classic. I am definitely misunderstanding the distance between me and the survivors, and that'll happen at least a few more times. That's something I'll definitely work on. Now we saw the generator kind of get popped. Now she was actually being pretty smart and trying to walk. She was hoping to get away. Of course, I whiffed one hit, got the second hit. I'm okay with pallets being dropped because I want to break them, so I can use Spirit Fury. Spirit Fury, of course, allowing you to insta-break the pallet. You'll still be stunned, but it'll instantly break. It'll save you some time. With Sloppy Butcher, I can see the blood trail here, so I'm just going to go for her. There's no reason not to. She's not using her space very wisely. She's not really... It seems like she's not really looping, not using the window. There's a pallet to her right, and she just thinks that she can get it kind of classic juke. The side-to-side swivel, but very interesting. She did not use her space very well. Interesting. We're gonna go and hook her, and we're gonna look to the right, and of course we see Bill getting off the hook with only 3 people in game. It's kind of, is it tunneling or is it, you know, me going for them? We'll see. I leave Bill down. Maybe he has Unbreakable. Maybe he'll get back up. So we're gonna go for Fang here, and we're gonna go for the unhook. I hit too soon, so nobody actually took any damage, and I think that's gonna hurt my blood points a little bit. But we're gonna call her bluff. We think she's going for the window, and let's see what happens. Oh, and there she is at the window. The mind games that Spirit can pull off are unparalleled, I think. Now I hear the generator to my right side. It sounds like it's being worked on. It should be slowed down since I kicked it earlier, but it seems like it's going. We see the scratch marks here. Gonna hit that. Of course, we're gonna keep following. She could have actually gotten away without scratch marks. If she wouldn't have sprinted, I probably wouldn't have been able to track her, but she sprinted away, and so we're gonna follow the scratch marks off into the distance here. Can't really hear her. So maybe she's here, she's not. She went for the unhook, and that's all right. That's okay. We don't want to camp. We don't want to face camp. We're not going to tunnel too hard. So we're going to go back to that generator because it seems like they're just trying to hardline that generator and get it done. And what do you know? 2 of them here. Nobody's healing each other. There's not a lot of teamwork in that regard, it seems like, and that's going to hurt them. So we're going to go out. We're going to take a quick peek. Where'd they go? Of course, this team is not really good about just hiding and ducking behind things. They're sprinting everywhere, and I should have known that besides doing that. But here's Bill. We're going to give a little bit of a chase here. He left a pallet loop to go for a window loop, which doesn't make a lot of sense. There was a pallet back there that could have gave him enough time to maybe more effectively use this loop, and he didn't, and that kind of baffles me a little bit. He just sort of scrambled and ran a direction. That pallet was perfectly fine and definitely could have been used against me. Maybe shows a misunderstanding of how phase walk works or how long it takes me to phase walk. I'm not really sure. I don't know how often they've played Spirit. Now, we see the scratch marks. We're going to move forward here. We're not going to go through the shack. They look like they go through the shack, so we're going to go around it. And there are more scratch, and there she is. Perfect. Now, that time I estimated my lunge appropriately, so I don't know. Am I getting better with that? We'll find out in the next few videos, I suppose. Well, this is very interesting. We're going to hook her. Now, at this point, I wanted to give the opportunity for the final person to maybe find the hatch. I could have left her down and just found the other person so that I could drag the match out. But I thought to myself, maybe this person needs hatch. Maybe we'll give them hatch. But they're also really altruistic, and that's where we catch them forward up here, coming back for the unhook. And this is where altruism could really get you as a survivor. Now, if you're overly altruistic, you're going to end up just putting everybody's life in danger. And they got the pallet drop. They got the pallet drop. That's all right. Going to go ahead and break that one. If I needed it, Spirit Fury is now up for me in the bottom right-hand corner. We can see that. But I highly doubt that this is going to go to blows over Spirit Fury. We're going to try to guesstimate where she's going here. I went to the window to see if I could hear her doubling back, but these survivors aren't quite on that level to be able to double back, I would imagine. You'll probably see that a lot in high-level gameplay. People go through fast and then come back through the window slower, more silently. She was wounded. I probably would have heard it, but we're going to hook her, and that's going to be game, set, match. You know, one of the biggest things against Spirit is to know when to sprint and when to not, to learn when you're going to leave scratch marks and how to double back. And then again, meter your altruism. There's a lot of sprinting unnecessarily in this game, and then there's a lot of unsafe unhooks. Not knowing exactly maybe how far I am away from them. Rin Spirit is very fast, and so being even within her terror radius for an unhook is very risky, generally not worth it, highly punishable. And then, of course, you know, phase walk, being able to just get on people really quickly. The biggest thing people need to know about Spirit is that I can't see them while I'm phase walking. You can't see people. You can only see their scratch marks. And I can hear them. I can hear their breathing. If I were to run Strider or something like that on Spirit, definitely could change the game for me. But that's this match. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like the commentary, let me know. I'll do more. If you guys want me to do more killers or things like that, let me know. Of course, don't forget to leave a comment down below for any of those previously mentioned things. Hit that sub button. Hit the notification bell. Leave a like. You know, whatever you'd like to do. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I pray to the entity that we see you in the next video. Big love to you guys. Enjoy your matches.